Is it possible to build muscle and lose fat at the same time? Yes. Yes, it is. Building muscle and losing fat simultaneously, also known as body recomposition, it's one of those infamous subjects that gets a lot of heated debate, and I get why. To lose fat, you'll need to be in a caloric deficit, which is achieved by consuming fewer calories than you burn. This puts you in a catabolic state and induces weight loss. This process is known as cutting. To gain muscle mass, you're best being in a caloric surplus, which is achieved by consuming more calories than you burn. This puts you in an anabolic state and induces weight gain. This process is known as bulking. When you commence Operation Bulk, you'll be in a prime state to build due to the extra calories that can fuel the muscle building process. But you do risk an increase in body fat. Cutting is the opposite. You'll be in a prime position to lose fat, but run the risk of losing muscle mass as well. So the premise that one could do both simultaneously is understandably hard to fathom. But I'm here to tell you that building muscle and losing fat at the same time is not only possible, it's probable. Most people, with the right plan, of course, will build muscle while losing fat. To do this, the most important thing to do is lift weights. Obviously, resistance training is the main driving force of muscle development. Your muscles will not get bigger unless they need to. Focus on lifting heavy and progressively increase the resistance each week. Hit between 5 to 15 reps each set and 3 to 4 sets on each exercise. You want to train at least twice a week and perform 10 to 20 sets on each body part per week. But those muscles won't build without building blocks, which they'll get from your protein-rich diet. In a randomized controlled trial, athletes were able to maintain weight, build muscle, while simultaneously losing fat by following a resistance training program and consuming a high-protein diet. In this study, they consumed 3.4 grams of protein per kg of the body weight, but that's more than is needed. As I pointed out in the protein video I did last month, 1.6 to 2.4 grams of protein per kg of your body weight per day is optimal. And most people are okay at the bottom end of that range. And finally, you want to ensure you only create a small deficit. The larger the deficit, the more chance you have of breaking down muscle mass as an energy source. So opt for a smaller deficit, around 10 to 20% fewer calories than would be required to maintain your body weight. That's ideal. Even though body recomposition is possible for most of us, there are some people it's better for, and others that should opt for either cutting or bulking. New lifters, overweight individuals, detrained lifters, and those far from their genetic potential will all see great progress with body recomp. Those who are advanced lifters, shredded to the gills, and are already following an optimized nutrition and training program, you're likely to see much better results pursuing bulking and cutting cycles. Furthermore, even if you're one of those who are likely to see exceptional body recomposition results, you're still best having a focus, a priority, which should either be to build muscle or to lose fat. Which route you take depends on your current body composition. If you have fat to lose, then it makes sense to prioritize fat loss, as you can still build muscle in a deficit. But if you're shredded AF, then why not up the calories to be in a more optimal position to grow? If you do want to grow, just don't go crazy on the calories. A study done by Garth and colleagues showed that even when they overfed athletes by 600 calories per day, they didn't gain significantly more muscle, but did gain significantly more fat. In fact, it was over 3 times the fat mass. Extreme bulks and cuts do have their place in certain circumstances, but not when recomp is the goal. Recomp is not only possible, but unless you're already an absolute beast riding the wave of your genetic potential, it's probable.